What's up, everybody? I'm Darren Randall.
And I'm Lamar Moody, and welcome to Let It Be Known.
What's up with y'all? We're gonna be talking about. We got to talk about books. We got to talk about Dylan Brooks. We got to talk about Joel Embiid. We got to talk about James Harden. We got to talk about Jalen Hurts. We got to talk about Lamar Jackson. We got to talk about NFL, NBA. Ryan Garcia and Tank's gonna be fighting this Saturday. So, hey, how you feeling about that fight? I don't know. You've been tapped in with it. I've been going. I'm a big Tank fan. I'm going for Tank. Hopefully, a knockout by probably 6 rounds, 7 rounds.
I mean, I'm going for Tank too. Definitely going for Tank. It's funny. A lot of people. I'm from Los Angeles. We both from California. But a lot of people, not even say a lot of people. A few people on that I know personally was saying like, "Oh, if you're not going for Ryan Garcia, then you are op." Because Ryan Garcia is from Los Alamitos, California, and Tank from Baltimore. So I guess they're trying to say like, "Oh, you should be voting. I mean, you should be going for Ryan Garcia." But not
So
going
is
for
that why
Tank,
he's so
man. I like Tank.
Hollywood? That's why Ryan Garcia is so
Maybe,
Hollywood.
maybe. I would say so, maybe. And he's a pretty boy, he's a good looking young man. I'm pretty sure he gets, some good looking females. And I feel like when the females come to you and gravitate towards you, and then people telling you all the time how good you look and how great you are, that's when you kind of get Hollywood, especially when you're from Los Angeles.
That's why I
Um,
love Tank.
I
You
don't know.
just keep it gangster.
Yeah, keep it gangster. I don't know how Tank grew up. I don't know how Ryan grew up, but obviously it seemed like Tank came from the same situations that I came from. I can relate. Came from the gutter. Even though he grew up on the East Coast, I grew up on the West Coast, but he still is gutter shit. You feel me? Gutter shit, hood shit all day. You feel me? Nah, fuck with y'all. Nah, but nah, fuck with y'all. But nah, I'm going for Tank though, man. I'm going for Tank. I want Tank to stay undefeated. Ryan Garcia undefeated too, but I'm going for Tank, man. I got Tank in this one. To be honest, I've just never been the type of person to really put money on stuff. Especially on sports, especially not football. I just respect the games too much. But maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
I might
respect
change
the
when I get a
game
little
so
older.
much. I like to donate and try to get some money back. That's how I think. That's how I think about it.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I feel like I'm pretty smart with these sports shit, especially football. I can definitely gain some money from it from betting, but maybe when I get a little older, I gravitate more towards betting. But if I had to bet money on it, I'll put Tank. I had Tank. I don't know. I could see Tank knocking him out just because Ryan a little slender.
You said he's from Pasadena, Los Angeles.
Uh, Los Alamitos, California. That's I don't know exact. That's like Inland Empire, kind of like that's over there, kind of like not too far from San Bernardino, Corona, California, stuff like that.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask you. Is that like near where you born at? Because I don't really know LA like that. I don't know how small and how big the
Not
cities are from each other and stuff like that.
uh, honestly, not really. I grew up like kind of like LA, like not too far from South Central. I would say Los Alamitos is about maybe an hour, maybe 45 minutes away from where I'm from. Um, it's like a little nicer neighborhood. It's like a little nicer. Not to say nothing goes down over there, but it's a little nicer.
Okay. Shit, hey, we just learned something about LA. I know a lot of people probably not even from California, so they're like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" But when you get a trip to LA, just don't go to none of the spots Lamar be talking about because he might get y'all hurt. Y'all can't wear
Hey, I
y'all
ain't gonna
can't wear
lie.
blue cat.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. A lot of the places, especially over there by that new stadium in Inglewood, it's gotten a lot nicer because that was a danger zone for real. Like over there, like shit, like Darren said, if I had to say, don't go on Crenshaw and Slauson, don't go on Manchester and Crenshaw, don't be off of there on Vernon, don't do none of that. Don't be in Inglewood, don't be
Take
don't
your
be in the
ass to
jungles.
Rodeo.
Yeah,
Take,
but that's the funny part about LA though, because
niggas get
I mean,
robbed for
obviously
real.
it's the same way, but Rodeo, like those streets that sound nice or that's looked at as nice in LA, they run so long to where Rodeo can be in the hood as well. It's like the deeper you go down Rodeo, depending on which way you're going, whether it's north or south, then you're gonna run into the hood. But then if you're going, obviously Rodeo, Beverly Hills, that's you safe over there. You're pretty safe.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Rodeo was that long of a street. I thought that was like a little like
Same thing with
strip.
Crenshaw.
Same
Bro,
thing
it's
with
crazy,
Crenshaw.
bro. Same thing with Crenshaw. I swear to God, bro. Crenshaw like is like the hood, but I didn't know Crenshaw went all the way down to Palos Verdes. That shit is crazy. Palos Verdes is like this nice ass. Palos Verdes is like a nice like beach kind of like it's like Santa Cruz basically, but of LA. Super nice. And nigga, they literally got Crenshaw Avenue over there, like Crenshaw Boulevard run all the way down over there. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right, it's crazy. I'm gonna have to go to LA and really go kind of explore out there. But without further ado, let's dive into the NBA. So yesterday you had the Memphis Grizzlies beating the Los Angeles Lakers, tying the series 1-1. No John Morant, so I was kind of a little bit surprised that Anthony Davis and LeBron James didn't do a little bit more. LeBron James played his part. Anthony Davis not so much. He scored 10 points into the final fourth quarter. But the big news out of that game is not even the fact that neither team won or lost. The big news has been Dylan Brooks and LeBron James. They were getting into it. So let me play Dylan Brooks' clip first, and we're gonna give our take on it.
When they started making a run.
There are some people, Lakers are making that run, they get it to 14. You and LeBron have that exchange. There are people out there that say maybe you shouldn't do that with one of the better players in the game. What were you thinking?
I don't care. He's old. You know what I mean? I was waiting for that. I was expecting him to do
Jeez,
that.
shut up.
He wanted to say something when I got my fourth foul. He should have done that earlier on. But, you know, I poke bears. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40. So I pride myself on, you know, what I do is defense and take it on any challenge that's on the board.
I poke bears. I poke kings.
Hey, y'all heard it. My bad.
Hey, he don't poke bears. He poke kings.
He poked Kings. My dog was over there tripping. Speaking of Kings, my dog name is King. That motherfucker tripping. But Lamar, do you got a problem with you got Dylan Brooks, one of the guys that's not even established himself in the league? We've been talking about Memphis Grizzlies all year and how they do what they do. He's mostly known for his talk more than his play. So my thing is with you, do you feel like Dylan Brooks is right to be talking on LeBron James like this? He also said that LeBron James is just, when he's on the court with them, he's just another 6'7", 260-pound basketball player.
Damn. Honestly, Dylan Brooks is obviously, he knows LeBron is the GOAT. He's seen what LeBron did. He's seen what he did this season when he, became an all-time, scorer. You can't just be, just some anybody on the court when you have those type of accolades. But I see what Dylan is doing though. He's trying to rile up his team. Same thing how Draymond does for his team. You guys gotta. I feel like same thing how Patrick Beverly. They're different. They all doing different shit, but they're doing the same thing for their team. When their team needs the energy, they're rallying their team up. They're getting their team together. They're rallying them up. They're firing them up. And obviously, like sometimes, even in football, basketball, baseball, you need to have somebody on your team like that's willing to go to war. That's willing to like when you guys are down 2-0 in the series or 1-0 in the series, you got somebody that's really ready to stir up the pot type shit.
See, that's what I said too. I feel like Dylan Brooks is probably actually good for the league because when LeBron James, they kind of say that he made the league soft, and Draymond Green, he comes in with the beef. He brings the tension to every team that the Warriors end up playing also. But I feel like Dylan Brooks really brings like that disrespect to the game that has been needing. Like, fuck your squad, fuck who you got, fuck your best player, fuck your coach, and fuck whoever came with you on this bus. Y'all came to Memphis, we about to send your ass back to LA. So I really like that Dylan Brooks. He kept that attitude, that new era attitude. They say he's like a WWE wrestler. He carries that same model to his he carries that same swag to his game. When he steps in the arena, he comes in with the Austin 316, like who owned it, Stone Cold. But his play doesn't always correspond with the way he talks. But I like it. I'm not saying he should have came at LeBron James like that because LeBron James really put up like 28. He was still dogging the shit. It's not like he could. He told LeBron that LeBron can't score on him one-on-one. LeBron, if it was really a one-on-one competition, LeBron probably beat Dylan Brooks 21-0. Like it's not gonna be nice. Dylan Brooks can't dribble. LeBron will take that boy to the rack every time. So, I'm not mad at it, but Dylan Brooks, I'm not gonna even say he needs to stay in his place. I just love to play off basketball. I love the intensity that he's bringing. And, a lot of people were saying, when LeBron started responding, I started thinking that too. Like, damn, he really got in LeBron's head, didn't he?
No, I feel like he did. I feel like he is in LeBron's head. And it's kind of hard not to, just because, I don't know, like, bro, it's hard not to get in the guy's head, especially when the guy is like, don't get me wrong, Dylan Brooks, he didn't shoot that great. No, yeah, look, he didn't shoot that great, but he did make some clutch shots in that fourth quarter to kind of seal that game. So then when he does that, and you already kind of like, fuck, this motherfucker just hit a three in my face, basically. And then he comes looking at you down the court, and he's like provoking you. It's like he's not touching you, but he's like super close to you. He's leaning on you,
You
basically.
can feel his
This
breath
motherfucker,
all in your fucking face.
exactly, like he's yelling in your face, like let's go, like bro, come on, it's somebody yelling in your face, especially after they just fucking embarrassed you. Not necessarily embarrassed you because everybody hit threes in each other's face. But yeah, at this point, if you get a three hitting your face, it's nothing to really be embarrassed about, unless it's like a game winner or a game stealing type of thing. But yeah, bro, I feel like he is in LeBron's head. I feel like he's not even just in LeBron's head. I feel like when you get in LeBron's head, you in the whole Lakers team head.
Yeah, because once you get past the king, like you said, here go the pawns, and that's what LeBron calls himself, the king. So
yeah. But also, my bad to cut you off. I was just gonna say, my bad, Anthony Davis though, man. Like, don't get me wrong, Dylan Brooks. Like,
yeah.
I feel like he definitely was a factor, just mainly in the fourth quarter, whether it was defensively, getting the players' heads. They put up a stat earlier. I've seen that when Dylan Brooks was the last person to guard the player before he shot, the players they was only like two for something. But for only make two shots when Dylan Brooks is guarding you, that says something. So that means that he is doing something right. Like you mentioned earlier, like he's not really an established player, but hey, shit, I feel like definitely after this playoffs, bro, he will be an established name, in my opinion. He will be just not necessarily known for his outstanding scoring ability, but just his pestiness. Like, you know how Patrick Beverly is known just because like they just know he's a motherfucker on the court. Same thing with Dylan Brooks. And Dylan Brooks supposed to be a free agent after this year. I really hope Memphis keep him, because I feel like Memphis they need to have somebody like this, and he already has chemistry with this young core. So
Draymond said you don't win championships with clowns. So maybe they don't need him on the squad. I think they should keep him.
He was calling what's called clown? Dylan Brooks clown?
This is like last time they played the Warriors. He went on the podcast after.
Damn. Like, so Draymond probably. Do you think? My bad. It's probably a question for another time. But do you think? Because Draymond, I'm pretty sure me and you probably can agree. Draymond is most likely not going to be a Warrior after this year.
Yeah,
do you think Draymond could fit well with Memphis? Do you think that'd be a good fit?
No, I don't even think he would want to go to Memphis. I think he wants to be on more of an adults team. He don't want to be on a young team like that. I can see him like he wants to play with LeBron with the Lakers.
But they feisty though. Yeah, they're young, but they feisty though. They feisty just like him. It's like, I get it, they young, but when you got players that you can kind of mentor that act just like you can get them over the hump. And it's like don't get me wrong, he probably be annoyed about how they be acting towards, like how they be talking shit. But he probably like, when he a free agent, maybe when they throwing that bag at him, he probably like, damn, these young niggas is over here feisty. They act just like me. They is ready to win a chip.
I don't think they just like
him. And he can get revenge on the Warriors.
Draymond play with a chip on the shoulder, but he don't play cocky. They play cocky. He plays with a chip on the shoulder. I think it's a little bit of a difference. But we got to talk about Joel Embiid also though.
Mm-hmm.
Because the 76ers just got done playing. Joel Embiid didn't get ejected. He got a flagrant one for kicking. I don't even know the dude's name. What was the dude name?
Nick Claxton.
From the net. What was his name?
Nick Claxton.
Nick Claxton?
Yeah.
So Joel Embiid didn't get ejected for kicking Nick Claxton, which I thought he might have. But I'm going to show you this
clip. I thought he should have.
Right, I'm gonna show you this clip, and I'm gonna show you the clip of Draymond Green, and we're gonna compare the two.
Damn, Steph Curry crazy right now.
First, this is the clip right here with Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid falls to the floor. Claxton stands over him. Joel Embiid kicks the back of his legs. You said he was looking at his nuts. To me, it looked like he went straight for like the back of his leg, like he really could have tore the dude's thigh. But also,
honestly, I don't think.
Wait, before we dive into it, let me show you let me go into Draymond Green. And the Draymond Green on.
As he goes,
turn off the sound. No,
Draymond right there.
Draymond Green literally hops off his fucking stomach. Draymond Green. Hey, Draymond Green's a fool though. Draymond Green. He stepped first. Draymond Green though stepped on his stomach.
Dear Fox, nice.
Right there.
But look, so we just seen those two. We just seen those two clips though. We seen one with Draymond Green. We seen the other one with being in Joel Embiid. I'm looking at the two. Which one do you feel like worse? Do you feel like Draymond was worse, or do you feel like Embiid was worse?
Honestly, they both. Now that you put both together, they both honestly, in my opinion, they honestly like low key equal to me. If I had to choose though, I would say what I would. Ooh, it's tricky just because the Clacks. Which one is worse? Um, Fuck, I don't know. It's hard just because it's like, nigga, you literally stepping on somebody's chest, bro. Like fucking, like not even just stepping on it. It's like he kind of like he kind of like jumped off his chest type
Stomping on.
shit.
Imagine a 6'8" giant fucking ogre looking motherfucker just right in your chest and then
Like
jumping
he
full
already
power like
stepped
a
on that
pogo
nigga shit.
stick.
He already stepped on him, and then he like jumped off of his shit type shit.
Yeah, like
I
he
was like,
pressed it in.
but then you got to also think too, like nigga, he just literally like that's the thing. Like maybe Draymond shit was worse because Claxton shit. That's the thing I was gonna tell you too. Like it's not that Joel Embiid. When you go back and look at it, even in slow mo, Joel Embiid he wasn't aiming to kick at anything. He didn't even know he thought it was an offensive foul or whatnot, or it was a
Nah,
foul call because the dude got
he for sure kicked. He meant to kick him.
no, look. He got dunked on. I seen that shit live when it happened. He got dunked on low key because it was alive. He got dunked on by that nigga Claxton low key, and Claxton did some shit where he was obviously trying to like step over him and trying to trying to like taunt him. And but Joel Embiid didn't see it at first because Joel Embiid fell. So Embiid fell. When he fell, he looked at the ref. And then when he like basically turned back to look to kind of like maybe like even get help up from his teammate, when he looked back to the field of play, nigga, he seen Claxton fucking stepping over him. So just imagine, nigga, you see somebody stepping over you not even expecting that. You looking here and you look back. Yeah, like it was like a reaction. He was like, oh, what the fuck? He's like kicked him.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
look, go back.
let me go back a little bit.
He didn't really aim at anything. I thought he just kicked him on just based on like motherfucker. Don't try to step over me.
No, he for sure.
Go all the way back though. Go all the way back.
Hold on, let me turn that sound off before they take our shit down. So look,
Go all the way back to the beginning.
he looked right at him before he kicked him.
No, but look, go back.
He's looking away. How far you want him to go back, man?
Yeah, like right there.
All right, Joel Embiid, he falls.
Wow.
He looks
So
away.
But look,
He
nigga,
looks
you
at
gotta
him.
think, bro.
Yes,
Now he's
right
like
there.
yeah.
And then he kicks straight up.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't
on purpose.
No, I know. Of course it was
aiming.
No, of course it was on purpose, but he wasn't aiming at anything specific. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, cause you was trying to say he kicked him like in the back of his hamstring or something. It wasn't like he tried to kick him in his dick or he tried to kick him in his ass. It definitely was on purpose, but it wasn't necessarily he was aiming at something. He was just like kicking up on some like what the fuck.
First part of meat on his leg, he was kicking.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't aiming at nothing specific. He was just aiming to kick him. Like he was aiming to like what the fuck.
But what does that make the difference? If he kicked him, he kicked him. It don't matter if the nigga.
I know, but I feel like they didn't eject him because they was trying to say he didn't necessarily kick him in his midsection. I feel like if he would have blatantly kicked him in his midsection, he would have got ejected. But because it looked like he kind of like missed and kicked him kind of like on the side of his leg, then it was just a flagrant one type of thing. Because initially I was like, oh no, that's an ejection off top. Because remember when kicked LeBron in the nuts in the playoffs? He didn't even play the next game.
What I'm saying, and I feel like that was just as equal, or they weren't too far.
And it's crazy because Draymond get brought up twice in this now. So you got Draymond years ago kicking LeBron in the nuts, and maybe that had something to do because it was King James. He kicked King James in the nuts. Yeah. And then you have this motherfucker stepping on Sabonis sternum. And then it's weird because that's why you can't listen to everybody, because somebody told me that the reason why Draymond had possibly got suspended is because Sabonis wasn't able to play this next game. But this motherfucker is playing. And I've seen that when the game came on. I was like, oh shit, I was like, oh, this motherfucker is playing. Somebody told me that's the reason why Draymond was suspended is because they tried to say that Sabonis sternum was so like his chest was so bruised he wasn't able to play. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's false information. But to me personally, I feel like Sabonis I'm gonna say Embiid's was just as bad. I'm not gonna say it was worse than Draymond Green. Draymond Green stepped off his chest, but Embiid's was just as bad. He kicked him hard as hell, and he kicked him in the back of his thigh, and he could have tore I don't know what is that in the thigh. Is that is that the hamstring? He could have fucked up his hamstring just by kicking him like that. You see it in the NFL all the time. Players get
or
hit
just his,
and that hurt
or his
in that
groin or
spot.
whatever.
Yeah, in the groin. He could have did a lot of things. He could have got hurt in
And
many different ways.
Pause. Like shit, you never know. Like nigga, the nigga Claxton, his dick could have been on the left side, and then he could have got his shit kicked. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised Claxton didn't even like get up. Hey, you never know. Some niggas shit be on their right, some niggas shit be on their left. Nigga, you feel me? Niggas be having them compression shorts on. You feel me? You know, real nigga shit. You feel me?
Yeah. You real nigga.
Nah, but I'm surprised Claxton. I'm surprised.
Look, I'm gonna give. So if Draymond got ejected with a flagrant 2, Embiid for sure should have been at least a flagrant 2 and ejection. No doubt about it. Actually,
Yeah, I think he should have got it. I think he should have got ejected as well.
I'm not saying I feel like the next game, but at least ejected for that game.
Yeah, but that's a good question to bring up too. Do you think he will be suspended next game because they didn't kick him out this game?
I don't think so. Just because they didn't kick him out, they probably would have suspended him. But you never know with the NBA. But I think that when the person that antagonizes the action, like we just seen with Embiid's situation and how we seen with Sabonis and Draymond, why the fuck why aren't they getting a bigger penalty? Why aren't they getting a fine? Why aren't they getting ejected? They're antagonizing the shit. Then when they get the reaction that they're asking for, they want to act like a little baby, and the rest want to start fine, and then they want to start kicking players out.
What do you think a player should do, or what would you do if somebody stepped over you and tried to embarrass you?
Like, when I'm Joel Embiid, I'm an African man with pride. I'm an MVP about to be. When I'm leading this team to a championship, and when I'm about to sweep the Brooklyn Nets, you're not about to just step over me. Not like that.
No, that's the thing. No,
this ain't Allen Iverson. Like, nigga,
I wouldn't have kicked him. I probably wouldn't have kicked him. I probably would have
Sabonis.
No, I probably would have tried to get up. I probably would have tried to get up super fast, and I probably would try to like get him by his jersey and like, nigga, don't you ever try to step over me. I probably wouldn't have tried to kick him in his nuts because, like you said, kicking the nuts, he's really, really lucky that he didn't get kicked out. I feel like the reason why he didn't get kicked out the game is I told you I was watching that shit live. Nigga, that shit happened literally within 3 minutes of the game starting. So just imagine Joel Embiid getting kicked out literally within 3 minutes of the game. It's gonna be hot. Like, what the hell? Like, this is the MVP. Yeah. It's the MVP. Like, come on now.
You kicking out the MVP in the own
low key
the life and the blood of this team.
Right. So low key, I was gonna say, like, shit, props to the ref, low key, to kind of have that mindfulness to like know, like, okay, we can't kick this nigga out. Like, it's only 3 minutes into the game. Like, you feel me? The game barely started. This is the MVP of the league. You know, it's kind of like you gotta like set an example, like kicking your best player off your team when you do something wrong. It's like that. So, it's kind of like, do we set an example? Because this dude is the best player. You know, we don't want everybody else thinking they can get away with it either, you know?
So that's why I don't want to get the refs no props because I want to get into this next teammate that was on the 76ers. And with James Harden, we got to talk about him getting ejected because they didn't want to eject Embiid earlier during the game, but they decided to eject James Harden on the play later. And I'm going to show this clip right here. I felt like this was a lot worse than what Joel Embiid did, and this was even less of a contact to the groin. But
not a lot worse, been like a lot like.
For the signal for a replay here. Kind of hard to tell from that in here. We'll see it from here. Oh yes, yeah, got him.
He said, "Got him." And I also want to play James Harden reaction to this real quick. So he actually, after the game, he got interviewed. This was his reaction.
Explanation.
I didn't get an explanation, but that's unacceptable.
Did you even think it was a possibility when they went?
No, I didn't even think it was a foul on me. You know what I mean? Somebody dripped on me. Natural reaction is just use your off arm and get him off a little bit, and that was it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like no wind up elbow, none of that. I didn't hit him in the private area, none of that. So that can't happen. Can't happen.
What did you make of Tyrese?
Unbelievable.
Explanation.
You heard James Harden right
Damn,
there.
That nigga hairline hella receding. Damn, James.
James Harden, leave James alone. So James Harden, like you said, he didn't wind up. He didn't purposely try to hit him in the groin. I didn't see any forceful action. It felt like it looked like an accident, and it really looked like James Harden daily play. It felt like he always uses that little arm to kind of scoot the defender off of him, and it's never called. And it was a little bit of flopping up in there because he didn't really look like he hit him as hard as he tried to make it seem. He fell to the ground, started holding down, and I felt like that was a lot softer than what Embiid did. Embiid literally kicked the shit out of the dude in his bottom of his leg, almost in between. What was your take? Just let me know.
No, yeah, I would agree with you though. Like there wasn't no wind up. It looked like it was just unfortunate that maybe his hands kind of went down there. It don't look like he hit him in his nuts. Looked like he probably hit him like right above like his nuts, maybe like right above his dick. But like that is unacceptable though. It paused. Yeah, that is unacceptable. Like he should have been kicked out of the game though. Like if anything, a flagrant. But you gonna kick James? And then like
he should have been a flagrant.
Yeah, but at worst, it's flagrant. But yeah, tech. If anything, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like the only difference between a tech and a flagrant is that I think a flagrant you shoot the ball twice and you get the ball back. Tech, you only shoot the ball once. You get I don't know, one of those. But I feel like tech and flagrant is the same shit. So that's why when they gave what's called a tech, because they ended up giving Claxton a tech for stepping over Joel Embiid. And then they gave Embiid a flagrant one. But in my head, I'm like, that's the same thing, basically. What the fuck?
I think there is different. I don't know what's the difference really, but there is a difference. But I think also, like with suspension, I think like you get more flagrants or you get more text. Probably the suspensions are a little bit different. But I didn't feel like that should be a foul at all. It looked like a flop. It looked like he probably did hit him at the top on accident. Like you said, it should have been no more than a flagrant one. No flagrant two. Why are you kicking James Harden out the game? Like for that, it was no physical force. And this is what NBA needs to like. They got to correct this shit. There's no way Embiid kicks the fuck out of a player on the same squad, and you see something that soft, and Embiid holding his mouth wide open. Like what? Is Joel Embiid's even surprised? Like what? I thought this was playoff basketball. Y'all been letting a whole lot of rough shit go down. Y'all let a lot of shit slip by y'all. No fouls called, letting whatever go. But then y'all call fouls on petty, small shit like that. And that's when they start saying the NBA's rigged. What's going on? I don't know.
I don't think the NBA is rigged, but
it look like they need Brooklyn to win, and they trying to give them one.
Well, that's a good segue because I'm not gonna obviously, I don't think any sport is rigged. I'd be hurt to even find something like that out, especially football. That's my fucking love. It's my first love, football. Nah, but the thing is, with the NBA, it's funny because, like, when motherfuckers start getting hurt, it's like when Ja Morant got hurt and, like, all these star players start getting hurt, like, the first game. I'm like, damn, bro, like, why all the star players getting hurt? I'm like, the NBA just wanted, these series to be, like, because obviously it's more money when the series they go longer. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But I don't know.
Yeah, they NFL gonna do what they do, or NBA gonna do what they do. NFL, I'm hoping that's not ever rigged, but a lot of people believe it is rigged. But lastly, let's talk about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts got paid a couple of days ago on a 5-year, $255 million deal, 179 guaranteed, which I don't understand. They never want to just give him the 180. Like, what's up with the extra cents they always be adding on to that? But they're talking about Lamar Jackson and how this plays into Jalen Hurts' situation. You're an Eagles fan. You're a big Lamar Jackson supporter. Like, you even made your name Lamar because of Lamar Jackson, even though you was born before him. I don't know how your mama did that, but how do you feel about Lamar Jackson? How do you feel about Jalen Hurts? How do you feel about his deal? And how do you feel like they play with each other?
Man, first of all, man, Lamar Jackson, I know he's from Florida. I'm from the West Coast. I'm from Los Angeles. But Lamar Jackson, he is a disciple of me. I'm named after my daddy. You feel me? But now, how I feel like, so I was so happy for Jalen Hurts. It was obviously a long time coming. Not even say a long time coming because he only been in the league for about 3 years now. So, but it was very well deserved. Just because this is a quarterback who was doubted so much. Even in college when he got a spot took by Tua. They was like, damn, why you not going to transfer? Why are you still staying here? You got your spot taken last year. You still stayed, stuck it out. Then he finally left, went to Oklahoma, became a better passer, went second round. You feel me? And then he still had doubts. And then for him, A lot of people, let alone quarterbacks, don't get better every year after year. And he's one of those few that has been able to get better year after year after year. So, and for you to lead your team to the Super Bowl within your third season, within only your second. I mean, within your second time with that same head coach type of thing. It's kind of hard to stick with one coach. I feel like when you go to a Super Bowl, when you lead your team to a Super Bowl, everything just got to align. All the stars got to align. It's very hard for a first time quarterback with a first time coach or like a first time coach to get into the Super Bowl. It's just not likely. You got to build that chemistry. You got to build that repertoire. You got to build that character with the team. You feel me? You got to really be a team builder. But I feel like
So
with Jalen Hurts, that's what the Eagles was willing to. I mean, that's what the Eagles were able to do. And I feel like because Jalen Hurts led the Eagles to, just get to the Super Bowl and build this team around him, they're willing to give him this money. And I feel like they should have given him that 180. I don't know why they left that. It was 179.3. I don't know what's up with that, but it is.
Should be
Yeah, it is
weird.
weird.
So, do you feel like Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts? Do you feel like Jalen Hurts gonna be getting? Do you feel like Jalen Hurts will get more money than Lamar Jackson got in his deal?
Yeah, so it's a good segue. I feel like now, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like this changes a lot, in my opinion, about the Lamar Jackson situation. Don't get me wrong. I feel like Lamar Jackson is obviously like top 5, maybe if not top 5, top 10 quarterbacks in the league right now. But you got to think, bro. Like I said, Jalen Hurts he's the most recent quarterback that's been to Super Bowl. He's young. The team is really good. The organization loves him. He's able to get better year after year after year after year. And shit, he got 180 guaranteed, basically 180. You want to round it up, 255 million. So I feel like for Lamar, like the thing was for him was the guaranteed money. So I feel like for Lamar, bro, like you can't necessarily look at that Deshaun Watson's contract anymore. You can't. I feel like he has to look at that. The Browns, like you got to think too, like the Browns organization is foolish. Not saying Deshaun Watson isn't that guy, but they just do shit like that just make you raise eyebrows type of thing. But
if you want to get paid, maybe think about a team like the Texans. maybe they might give it 200 mil. 200.
Yeah, but look, a realistic number for Lamar, I would say he should be asking for. So since Jalen got 180 guaranteed, I say if Lamar wants his full contract guaranteed, fuck the 234 million that Deshaun got. He should be just asking for 200 flat. 200 flat. I want 200 flat guaranteed.
That's what he got, remember? That's what
no.
Lamar, I mean, that's what fucking Deshaun got 200 mil guaranteed.
Nah, Deshaun got like 230 or something like that.
They gave Deshaun 230 guaranteed?
I swear. Let's look at it real quick. Look at Deshaun Watson contract.
Let me see what they gave this man. Hey, 2023, 55 million, 923 dropped 119 million, 64 million. Oh, I think you're right. Current contract signed a 5-year, $230 million contract with Cleveland. Did they guarantee 230 million? I thought it had to be, because if he got paid 230, they said the whole contract was guaranteed, wasn't it? Lamar?
Yeah.
So yeah, he got 200. Damn, money in cap. Guaranteed. Yeah. I want to say around there. Yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, I feel like Lamar should be asking for like 195 guaranteed fully, or maybe 200. Why not 200 round up? But I don't know, man. We gonna see. I don't even know if the Ravens willing to give him 200, but hopefully.
I don't feel like they are either. I feel like now looking at that contract, they might really end up trading him. They might be like, damn, we have to give him over. I feel like you have to give him more than Jalen Hurts. He won a Super Bowl, or he's won the MVP. He's done all he could do for this squad. The Eagles went to the Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts, but they wouldn't have made that trade for AJ Brown. They would have made a trade didn't they trade for Devontae Smith too, to move up in the draft to get him?
I don't believe so.
Or was that just originally their pick?
Mm-hmm. That was originally a pick.
either way, you drafted talent and you traded for talent to help this quarterback out. You know, the Ravens haven't done neither one of the two, and they've been having Lamar Jackson for 4 or 5 years. You haven't drafted a wide receiver in the first round not one time. Like, how they drafted a wide receiver? They haven't drafted one wide receiver. Am I tripping? Except
I don't think so.
Except Hollywood Brown, and that wasn't even in the first round.
No, yeah, that was the first round. That was like late first round.
In the first round. So that's it. That's the end of it. I don't know. We're gonna see how that plays out though. But let it be known, y'all. Who do y'all think is gonna get paid more? Is it gonna be, or who do y'all think is gonna be paid more? Is it gonna be Jalen Hurts or is it gonna be Lamar Jackson? And then right now, who's winning with the Warriors versus the Kings?
Oh, Warriors just start pulling away. They spanking them. It's like it's fourth quarter with 8 minutes left. The Warriors are winning 87 to like 68 or something like that.
Damn, it's been low scoring then. Because even in the first quarter, they was playing like shit. I was like, man, I don't even want to watch this shit. I guess you can't really. Oh, yeah. You got 2 games, like you got 2 back-to-back good games. You can't really ask for a third one. I don't know. I feel like
hey, but don't sleep on the Clippers. Don't sleep on the Clippers and the Suns game though.
Is that game? That's today? It is today,
right? It's on right now.
I was about to say that shit started at 7, right?
7:30.
7:30. Well,
they in Los Angeles.
Kawhi Leonard's out, so it don't even matter. They're not winning that game.
Oh,
yeah, he sprained his knee, like supposedly. Supposedly he has a knee sprain, so he's not playing game 3. So it's basically Russell Westbrook against the fucking Suns. So it's like
this nigga played the whole game last game. What the hell?
That's what I said too. Like, damn, when the fuck did he sprain his knee? Scripted. I feel like why knee sprains is a little bit different. Like, damn, bro, it's the playoffs. Yeah. It might be time to rack it up because I heard his knees is just completely over with. So
I think he might. It's funny because Kawhi seems like the type of dude that would retire early, but I feel like he will retire if he win another chip though. Chip. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, other than the Grizzlies, don't get me wrong. I got faith in the Lakers too and all that, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like the Clippers. Like obviously this was before the Kawhi sprain, before I really knew about it, but I think the Clippers will go all the way. I think they're gonna win it.
Shit, we're gonna see though, because Kawhi's not playing, Paul George's not playing, Russell Westbrook got to carry this game by himself. So we're gonna see how the rest of that game in. But we're gonna end it right here though, y'all. Y'all let it be known who y'all got. Clippers versus by the time y'all see this, probably the game shit gonna be over. But we're gonna see.
I got time. They got time. Third quarter left. Third quarter, 2 minutes left. 85 to 75. Suns up.
You said 35-75? I mean 35 what?
85-75. Suns up.
Yeah, that game's over. Yeah, that game's over.
That game ain't over. It's 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
No Kawhi, no Paul George in the fourth quarter. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker taking that over. No, it's not happening. You think they about to give up a 10-point lead on in the fourth quarter with nobody on that Suns, nobody on that Clippers squad?
We're gonna see. Let's tune in. We're gonna see.
I'll bet you everything in my house for a bottle of water you got in your fridge right now, man, that they ain't coming back. I swear. Hey, man, I will trade you this whole computer, everything you got for a bottle of water.
They just cut it to 8. 77-85.
Yeah, by the time we end this live stream, it's gonna be up to 15, nigga. It's over. Nigga, it's GG's. Hey, we out of here though. We gone.
Shout out, take RP.